So today is, it is Thursday, Emotion Code and Body Code Thursday. This is another energy healing modality. Ooh. All right, Hans, easy. This is just another energy healing modality where we're using the subconscious mind to uncover what you're holding on to from the past that's creating or contributing to physical, emotional, or mental symptoms. We are all hoarders of the past. We don't know how to process a lot of things. Sometimes we weren't taught, we're afraid to ask for help, and so forth. So there's so many different things. Hello, Tattoo Jeff, how are you? So what this does is we're going to be using muscle testing. So that's how we can communicate with the subconscious mind. Anybody can do this. You can use muscle testing. You can use a pendulum. You can use a sway test to communicate with your subconscious mind by asking yes or no questions. This is the muscle testing that I use. So when I say my name is Samantha, it is strong. When I say my name is Hans Zimmer, it's weak. So that's my no. So I'm going to be asking a lot of yes or no questions, and then I'm going to be answering them. I want you to be part of the conversation so you know what we're talking about. I'm just the interpreter. So I won't be able to read your mind or anything like that. So we have two it just got dark like immediately, and nights assemble. There are two different modalities that we're going to be doing, emotion code and body code. The emotion code focuses on specifically emotions. So emotions that you created, you didn't know what to do with, and you decided to hold on to them. Now emotions are about the size of your fist, and they just take up some rent space in your energy system, and they want to be freed. So they find ways to be expressed. So they might hang out in your liver, and it makes your liver unhappy because your liver's like, listen, I don't want anybody in my house, and we have to evict them. Thank you, Max. So it makes your liver unhappy. And when your liver's unhappy, it's going to let you know, and it's going to manifest symptoms in your body to let you know that it's unhappy. So the liver has different symptoms that it will manifest that's to the liver. You picking up what I'm laying down. So what's also interesting about this is that these memories there are memories tied to this emotion. So if you're holding on to an emotion of anger from something that happened in your past, you're still holding on to that memory. So every time you look at that memory or that moment of time, you get angry. And it's almost like your emotion's like, ooh, is this the opportunity to be expressed? And you're like, no. And then you keep it. Hello, Triggy. So here's a chart right here filled with, hey, Carrie. Hey, Andrea. Here is a chart, thank you guys, of the trapped emotions that you created and you didn't know what to do with. These are the ugly and the bad, the negative emotions, the ones that just don't make us feel good. Nobody has a problem feeling the positive emotions, and sometimes people do have a hard time feeling positive emotions because they're just not used to it. But for the most part, we enjoy that. Even if it's just content, we feel pretty good. They hurt our body, they make us uncomfortable, we panic, we spiral, and so that's why we just don't like them. So what the emotion code is I will find out the emotion and around what age that this occurred. And it's usually give or take a year. So if we come up with anger around 12 years old, it could be 11, 12, or 13 years old. It could be something major or something not so intense, especially at 12 years old. There's hormones, and there's so many things that we can be upset about. A friend, a teacher, something that happened in society, your favorite boy band broke up. There's just so many different things. So maybe at the time it was like a huge deal, but now you look back and are like, no, it's not a big deal anymore. But you're still holding on to that. You may remember what it is and you may not, and that's okay. In the next couple of days, your subconscious mind is going to start throwing memories at you, and you'll be like, and you won't have an emotional response to it because we released it. If you do, then there's a little something going on. And this usually has to do with trauma, in my opinion. When you get a rush of emotions like shock, fear, any intense situation, in my opinion, that's when people usually, they have multiple emotions to that memory. And that's okay. We're all human. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So that's the emotion code. And so once we gather all the information, your subconscious mind is happy, we start releasing them one by one with a magnet. So the body code has the emotion code in it, but it has everything to do with you. Mind, body, and soul. Limiting beliefs, anything with your organs, your arteries, your meridians, your toxins you may have in your body, any imbalances, everything that has to do with you. Everything. Thank you, guys. And so it's very detailed because there's 6 different categories, and each category has a subcategory within a subcategory within a subcategory. Thank you, Brandy Lee. And so we get very detailed as to what you're holding on to. Now, this does not mean I'm digging up in your skeleton closet, okay? If anybody's nervous about that, that's not how it works. Your subconscious mind is giving nicknames to the things from the past that relate to the body code to help us find it, to help us find it. So it's not going to be like, oh, this happened to you at 12. Let's find out what that is. No. It's just relabeling it, okay? Let's see. It's been a long time. How do we get on the list again? If you wanted to get on the list, just go to the link in my bio. So boop my face again down there. You have the option of signing up for emotion code or body code. If you do sign up for both of them, let me know so then I could put them together so you don't have to do them separately. So it works the same way with the emotion code. We gather all the information, and then once we gather everything and your subconscious mind is happy, we release it one by one. Now, how we release it is with magnets. So I have so many things attached to these things. So magnets. So everything is energy and it's being pulled out of your meridians. Your meridians are your energetic veins or arteries of your subtle body. And so magnets work a lot with your meridians. So as I'm brushing my right hand away, we're pulling all that energy, we're pulling all that gunk out, and it's being released. Now I am a mirror to you, so as I'm swiping over here, it's being released from you, okay? And then that is gone forever. That emotion is gone forever. That belief is gone. Now, if we uncover limiting beliefs, you can always create new beliefs. You can always create new emotions, but the things from the past that we released have been gone. So you can still create them. And that's why I'm always all about nervous system regulation, paying attention what's going on in here as well. So then it's gone. And so I'm just a mirror to you and I'm releasing over here. Now, even though your subconscious mind's over here, it does not mean I'm reading your mind, okay? That's not how it works. I'm just the interpreter to your subconscious mind doing the muscle testing. Now, if you are just watching and hanging out, you can still get part of this healing as well. I call it secondhand healing. This energy is limitless. We are limitless. We are all connected. So if I'm working on Max, and we uncover anger around 12 years old, and you're like, I feel like she is speaking to me, set the intention that as I'm releasing, it gets released from you as well. And it's not really secondhand healing, it's full-blown healing. I call it secondhand healing because you are the observer. Because I'm not primarily focused on you, but you're still the observer, so you can get part of this healing. You can say whatever you want with the intention for it to be released. You could just say, if I'm able to release anything in this session, I set the intention that it is released. Or you'd be like, bye-bye limiting beliefs, or bye-bye blocks or imbalances. See ya, whatever resonates with you. Okay? Questions, comments, or concerns? I know emotion code well, but not body. Yeah, body code, I mean, it's a different animal. It's very detailed, but it's fun. I like it. And then we're going to do affirmation cards. As you do. We had a lot of repeat offenders with the cards. They were pretty much the same. Like, we need to start loving ourselves. We need confidence. We need to let it go. So that was the theme last time. So maybe it'll be the theme this time. So I am moving my subconscious mind aside. Well, every single time I start, I get like a piece of hair. Okay, moving my subconscious mind aside, welcoming Oki B over here, and we're locked on and connected. And this will be a demonstration. I'm going to be demonstrating the whole time, but I'll be explaining step by step what I'll be doing. And then after that, we're going to be going. We're going to go to the moon. So what does Uki B need to hear? Okay. All right. All right. I have a situation here. Wonder. So it's a wonderful thing to be in the state of wonder. And when I'm a good audience to my life becomes better and better, a better and better theater. When something delightful happens, I can shout encore and be tickled when it happens again. When something maddening happens, I can laugh it off. Either way, I'm glad I got a ticket to the show. Moon cheese. Yes. All right. So we are doing body code, and we're going to be doing, more of a limiting belief. So these are really fun. So do you have any blocks or imbalances that's preventing you from feeling good enough? Yes. Can you release this now? Yes. So I asked the subconscious mind, hey, we have a concern. We think something's going on. Do we have this? And the concern is, do we have anything that's preventing us from not being good enough or feeling good enough? And the subconscious mind is like, yes. And we're like, okay, great, cool. That's good to know. Can we release it right now? Like, are we good? And the subconscious mind is like, you may. Sometimes we have to release other things before we work on that. Or if we were doing a one-on-one and we were just going, the subconscious mind's like, listen, you do have some things going on with that for not feeling good enough, but we tapped out. We can't. If we go any further, we just can't right now, okay? And we have to respect the subconscious mind. All right, so OKB, subconscious is like, go ahead. And we're like, all right. So I have a chart here for the body code. It is on my computer, so that's why I'm looking over there. I wish I can show you, but maybe in the future I'll figure it out. All right, so we have energy, so process of elimination, allergy or intolerance, and an idea allergy. Let me write this down. Idea allergy. An idea allergy is something created by your ego. It is your antivirus software. So if you got hurt in the past, your ego's like, never again. I don't care. I don't care. We're never going to experience that again. And it thinks that it is going to happen again. So if you are about to experience something similar, the alarms go off and your subconscious mind's like, red alert, and then it throws a flashbang at the situation. It creates a fight, flight, or freeze response, self-sabotage, anger, and all that fun stuff. It's not fun, but all that stuff, the defense mechanisms to get you out of that situation, is very similar to a fear or a phobia. So if you're afraid of teddy bears and you know you're going to be in contact with a teddy bear, or there's a teddy bear right in front of you, how do you feel? Anxiety. You may feel like you're gonna puke. You may faint, get upset. I don't know if I said anxiety. You're gonna have that fight, flight, or freeze response. So that is the same thing with an idea allergy. There's a list here. So your subconscious mind is picking the closest one to it, okay? So let's go ahead. Vulnerability. Okay, this is like a big one. So, and with all of these, there's always a layer. So it could be vulnerability in general or specific areas in your life that is vulnerable, maybe with one-on-one relationships. Since we are working on not feeling good enough, that can be, well, if you do feel good enough, then, you know, you're more willing to be open and honest with people. You're allowing things to come in, allowing people to help you because you feel good enough and you're like, yeah, go ahead and help me. But that's like stranger danger for you because that's more vulnerable. You're not in control. You're allowing people in. You're like, no, thank you. I'm done with that. So idea allergy to vulnerability. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another imbalance? Yes. So we gathered all the information that the subconscious mind wanted us to know. And so when I asked if there's another imbalance, that means is there more to the story? The subconscious mind's like, yes, there is something contributing, still other things contributing to you not feeling good enough. So we have energy, mental, and a memory field. A memory field is something you just have a hard time letting go of. There's always that one thing that we refer back to, or we usually say, this is the reason why I am this way. This is the reason why I have trust issues. This is the reason why it's hard for me to be vulnerable. And so it's almost like you since you have a hard time letting go, you can't move forward. You feel stuck. You're almost stuck in the past. It's like a rain cloud over your head. And usually it is located on your forehead or on the top of your head. So you can have like fog, brain fog, maybe headaches, or anything like that. So it could be something you experienced, something you did, you didn't do, something you said or didn't say. So it really just depends on what you resonate with. We're going to find out what the emotional theme is, and then around what age, to kind of help jog your memory. So this is fear. Did this happen before 30? Yes. Before 20? No. After 20? Yes. After 25? No. 20, 21, 22, 23. So something happened around 23 years old, 22, 23, or 24 years old where the theme was fear. Now this can be, I'm just bringing up vulnerability because that's the most relatable. Maybe you were afraid to be vulnerable and you built up the courage to be vulnerable and then you got rejected. And so that fear and just kind of, that's something you just have a hard time moving on from. So let's continue. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another imbalance? Yes. So there's more to the story. Going back to the main page. Energy, mental, and another memory field. And this is rejection. Did this happen before 30? Yes. Before 20? No. After 20? Yes. After 25? No. 20, 21, 22, 23 years old. Okay. So we had a memory field at 23 of fear, and this time it is rejection. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another imbalance? Yes. Back to the main page. We have toxin, excess, and a stress hormone. I think we can all resonate with this one. So a stress hormone, it could be from any point in your life, and stress impacts your body so much that sometimes it just stays there and it's affecting your energy system and contributing to symptoms in your body. So we'll just set the intention that when we start releasing, that if you have any remnants of stress in your body, we're gonna get rid of it. All right, so do you need to know more? No. Is there another imbalance? Yes. So we have energy, mental, and a no will to. Uki B is like, I am unavailable for this. A no will to is very similar to a limiting belief. You were sad, you felt hopeless, maybe overwhelmed with physical pain or life in general, and you thought something was so much intensity that your subconscious mind grabbed it, ran away with it, and became part of your personality. Now these are very harsh, and I say that because they're usually just one word, and you're like, what? What do you want me to do with this? So these are the ones I'll explain a little bit more. I'll give alternatives if it's one of the really harsh ones, okay? Hello. So a no will to be seen. This can be recognition, this can be compliments, just people doing things for you without you asking, they just do it. And being a center of attention, or just the focus being on you. It could be one of those, all of those, and then some. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another imbalance? No. So that was it. So we gathered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We gathered 5 imbalances that's contributing to not feeling good enough. So now I'm going to release them one by one. Now, if anybody, hey Carmen, if anybody resonates with any of these, go ahead and set those intentions that it gets released from you as well, and you can get some of that secondhand healing. Let's begin. I set the intention to release the no will to be seen. Did you release the no will to be seen? Yes. I set the intention to release all the stress hormones from at any point. I set the intention to release them all of it. And even if it's not yours, even if you absorbed it, let's release that too. Did you release the stress hormone? Yes. I set the intention to release the memory field of rejection. Did you release the memory field of rejection? Yes. I got goosebumps. I set the intention to release the memory field of fear. Did you release the memory field of fear? Yes. I set the intention to release the idea allergy to vulnerability, the bad word, vulnerability. Did you release the idea allergy to vulnerability? Yes, I even set the intention to release for me as well. Why not? Do you have any blocks or imbalances contributing to not feeling good enough? No. And we're disconnected. How's everybody feel? Thank you. Highest priority. All right, let's do this. Moving my subconscious mind aside, welcoming Itsmeeeesama. And we're locked on and connected. First, gratitude and affirmation cards. No way! Wonder! It's a wonderful thing to be in the state of wonder. And when I'm a good audience to my life becomes a better and better theater. When something delightful happens, I can shout encore and be tickled when it happens again. When something maddening happens, I can just laugh it off. Either way, I'm glad I got a ticket to the show. Thank you, Luna. If we start getting wonder multiple times, I don't even know. Thank you for subscribing, Okibi. The Knights of the Cornbread VIP edition. Welcome. All right. So, do you have any blocks or imbalances of the highest priority you can release right now? You sure can. Oh, misalignments. Okay. Meridian. Main meridian. Your left liver meridian. Your liver is not happy. So these are just your energetic veins and arteries. And when this one is blocked or imbalanced, it's going to manifest these symptoms. So they include trouble detoxing, craving alcohol and greasy foods, violent temper, intense throbbing headaches, fatigue, female hormonal and menstrual issues, dizziness, dry and blurry eyes, and it generates the following emotions of anger, bitterness, guilt, hatred, resentment, depression, frustration, indecisiveness, panic, and taken for granted. Ooh, watch out. Don't get on Itsmeeeesama's bad side. She gonna get ya. So that's your left liver meridian. It is a lot. Are you connected? Maybe, Brittany, maybe. If you're resonating with this, get that secondhand healing. So do you need to know more? No. Is there another imbalance? Yes. You're like, yeah, I know about the anger. No. So we have energy, emotional, trapped emotion, and your basic common trapped emotion. So we have fear. Did this happen before 20? Yes. Before 10? No. After 10? Yes. After 15? Yes. 15, 16, 17. Fear around 17. 16, 17, or 18 years old. You experienced some fear. So it could be something intense. It could have been you saw a scary movie. Someone jumped out at you and you got scared. It could be anything. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another imbalance? Yes. We have energy, mental, and a no will to. What is Itsmeeeesama just unavailable for? Share. Doesn't like to share. Watch out. You try to steal one of her fries, she's gonna get mad at you. So a no will to share. This can be sharing your emotions. This can be sharing your opinions, sharing your authentic self, sharing your time, sharing your food, sharing anything. So whatever that means to you. Hello, Danny boy. So it can be anything, whatever resonates with you when it comes to sharing. Maybe it's all of them. So yeah, I don't share my food. So, but I'm not going to release this. Joey doesn't share food. Exactly. Do you need to know more? No. Sorry, someone's trying to join. Another imbalance. Yes. Energy. Mental. And another no will too. So you're not willing to share. What else are you not willing to do? Support self. You're not willing to support yourself. Now, maybe You're like, well, I support myself, financially. I go to work, I buy myself food, but maybe support can be emotionally supporting yourself, like mentally supporting yourself. If something happens, not that negative self-talk, but what's that self-talk like? Are you your biggest cheerleader, or are you being a dick to yourself? Okay. So that could be a form of support. Saying no, boundaries can be supporting. So any one of those could be all of those, or ones that I didn't even mention. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another imbalance? Yes. Energy, emotional, trapped emotion, and a common trapped emotion. Are you getting pain right there? And your right mid back where your ribs are? I don't know if that's you or if that's me. So a trapped emotion. Rejection. Now it's almost like going to the front of the rib. Left side and yeah, okay. So we have rejection. When did this happen? Did this happen before 20? Yes. Before 10? Yes. Before birth? No. After birth? Yes. After 5? Yes. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years old. Rejection around 9 years old. So this can be anything where someone says no to you when you're really excited about something. So at that age, maybe you really wanted a piece of cake and someone was like, no. You're like, I really want it. And someone was like, no. So you could have felt rejected then. Or someone else got a toy and you didn't. At that age, it could be anything. So do you need to know more? No. Is there another imbalance? No. All right. So this was a wonderful journey that you took us on. Itsmeeeesama. I really did appreciate it. It was fun. But let's release. So if anybody resonates with any of these imbalances or blocks, go ahead and set the intention to it gets released from you as well, and you can get some of that secondhand healing. Let's do this. I set the intention to release the trapped emotion of rejection. Did you release the trapped emotion of rejection? Yes. I set the intention to release the no will to support self. Did you release the no will to support self? Yes. I set the intention to release the no will to share. And I know there are many of you who feel the same way. I will set the intention it gets released from me as well. Did you release the no will to share? Yes. I set the intention to release the trapped emotion of fear. Did you release the trapped emotion of fear? Yes. I set the intention to reset and balance the left liver meridian. Did you reset and balance that left liver meridian? You sure did. Do you have any blocks or imbalances of the highest priority you can release right now? No. And we're disconnected. How do you feel? Itsmeeeesama. Just want to make sure. Moving my subconscious mind aside, welcoming Dragonofthepines over here. We're locked on and connected. We're like right there, ready to go. You're like, let's go, let's do this. But first, words of wisdom. And your words of wisdom is connection. Just flew out. I'm connected to the multitudes, and I can access their support at any time. Even a stranger offers a sense of comfort when they smile at me or make a dumb comment about the weather. I only laughed because that was like one of the first things I talked about on this live. I was like, the weather. Everyone is waiting to connect. All I need to do is open myself up and pay attention. Note to self, work on witty banter about weather-related stuff. You got little penguins. All right. Let's do this. Do you have any blocks or imbalances contributing to anything physical you may have? Yes. Can you release this now? Yes. Let's go. We got the green light. Let's go. Mental. Programming. Despair anchor. Despair anchor. Now these are pretty much your full-blown limiting beliefs. These are negative statements that your subconscious mind believes to be true, and it seeks to validate them. So we'll just do the I'm not good enough. So you may feel like you're not good enough. Your subconscious mind's like, okay, we're not good enough. Let's prove it that we're not good enough. And so it will bring in situations, it'll bring in people where it knows you will feel not good enough. And you're like, well, what the heck? And the subconscious mind's like, hey, I do good. And you're like, no, you did not. So we're going to find out what it is. This is too much. It could be, this is too overwhelming. This is, I've reached my limit. So you may find yourself being overwhelmed, situations where you feel overwhelmed, anxiety, worry, just anything you're like, I don't know, maybe it's like that fight, flight, or freeze kicks in, maybe you freeze, anything like that. So think of it as your subconscious mind is picking the closest one. So think of what other meaning that can have for you as well. To me, I think of it as like, whoa, like a worry, like, all right, I'm a little overwhelmed. I need a break type thing. That's how I take it. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another imbalance? Yes. Energy, mental, a no will to. So you're just unavailable or something, huh, Dragon? Dragonofthepines. Heal or be healed? That is the question. So you have no will to heal or be healed. Now, again, that can seem very harsh because you may be seeking out to get healed. But maybe there's some sort of belief that you have in here that maybe you don't believe in your own power of healing. Maybe you don't believe in, like, let's say you have, okay, a physical condition. Maybe you have a bad knee, as an example. And you've been taught that, oh, once your knees go out, they can't be fixed. So you have that belief that, oh, if you have knee pain and you have bad knees, that's it. You can't heal. Because once it's done, it's done. So it's maybe not something that you're not willing to do. You just have some sort of story that's preventing you from healing. There's a story that you have that's preventing your knee from actually healing. Something like that. Or maybe you have no will to heal. Maybe there's a habit that you have that isn't very good for you. Maybe you like drinking. Maybe you like eating cake. Anything like that. So there's a lot of layers to this. And it's what resonates with you. I'm just trying to throw possibilities at you. And chat, feel free to add your own interpretations as well. All right, so do you need to know more? No. Is there another imbalance? Yes. Misalignment. Misalignment, not meridian. Now we're at meridian. It's my third cake analogy. Main meridian. Your right gallbladder. Well, I discovered... hold on, let me finish writing this. I discovered Is This Cake on Netflix, and I've been watching that nonstop. I was like, I want cake. I want it so bad. All right, so your right gallbladder meridian. So when it is blocked or imbalanced, it will generate the following emotions as well as physical symptoms in your body. Slow digestion, indigestion after eating fats, craving greasy foods, bloating, gallstones, stomach discomfort, trouble making decisions, feeling criticized, discomfort on one side of the body or head, jaundice, or it generates the following emotions of anger, bitterness, guilt, hatred, resentment, depression, frustration, indecisiveness, panic, and taken for granted. So there's a lot there. You may resonate with all of them. You may dabble in a couple of them, but that is your gallbladder meridian being unhappy. I feel bad that I'll be quiet. What kind of cake? Don't just say you're eating cake and not tell me what kind of cake. I'll have some of that cake. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another imbalance? Yes. I might go get me some cake. So we have toxin, biological poison, and a poisonous plant. Physical, energetic. So it is energetic. So this can be, maybe you just had a bad vegetable and it just did not sit well with you. You could have got food poisoning from it. Did someone say cake? Oh, yes. It can be from poison ivy, poison oak, bitter nightshade, anything. So a poisonous plant could have just rubbed up on you, or you could have just eaten a very bad vegetable. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another imbalance? Yes. Cake that looks like cornbread. System, digestive system, and your stomach is unhappy. Stomach's like, no, we are unhappy. So when it is unhappy, it's going to throw a tantrum and it's going to manifest these symptoms in your body. Discomfort in the neck, shoulder, wrist, and elbow. Acid reflux, stomach pain, ulcers, bloating, gas, diarrhea, constipation, and it will generate the following emotions. So these may be your go-to emotions. Anxiety, despair, disgust, nervousness, worry, failure, helplessness, hopelessness, lack of control, and low self-esteem. So there is a lot to unpack there, but you may dabble. You may have a couple of them or all of them. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another imbalance? No. It just came into eating a bad vegetable. Poisonous plant, Claire, welcome. All right, if anybody resonates with any of these, you know what to do. Set the intention, it gets released from you as well, and you can get some of that second-hand healing. Let's begin. I set the intention to reset and balance the stomach. I immediately just got indigestion. That was incredible. Did you reset and balance the stomach? Yes. I set the intention to release the energetic poisonous plant toxin. Did you release the energetic poisonous plant toxin? Yes. Hello, Lava Chills. How have you been? I set the intention to reset and balance the right gallbladder meridian. Did you reset and balance the right gallbladder meridian? Yes. I set the intention to release the no will to heal or be healed. Did you release the no will to heal or be healed? Yes. I set the intention to release the despair anchor. This is too much. It's just too much. Did you release the despair anchor? This is too much? Yes. Are there any blocks or imbalances contributing to anything physical? No. And we're disconnected. How do you feel? Speed bumps. Okay, so when I say speed bumps, your subconscious mind knows what exactly we're talking about, okay? So it stays secrets between me and you. Just speed bumps. We're just gonna get what are those like what are those things? It's like hammer. We're gonna just get rid of those bad boys. All right. Moving my subconscious mind aside, welcoming you over here, Max. And we're locked on and connected. So, affirmation cards. What does Max need to know? Oh my gosh. Jackhammer. Kate, thank you. Wonder. Y'all need to start being in wonder. I might just put this one aside and I'll just read this every single time. Or I don't know. So it's a wonderful thing to be in the state of wonder. And when I'm in a good audience to my life becomes better and better. When something delightful happens, I shout encore and be tickled when it happens again. When something maddening happens, I can laugh it off. Either way, I got a good ticket to the show. I mean, I'm going to put it back in because I'm not going to be like, oh, this keeps coming out. I'm going to get rid of it because if it's something that you need to hear, even though you probably heard it 20 times already today, I'm just not going to do that. Okay. So do you have any trapped emotions contributing to your speed bumps? Yes. Can you release these now? Yes. So we have terror, Did this happen before 20? Yes. Before 10? No. After 10? Yes. After 15? No. 10, 11, 12. So it still resonates perfect. So terror around 12, 11, 12, or 13 years old. It could be something significant. It can be maybe like a scary movie. So if you're not really sure, that's okay. Maybe in the next couple of days, your subconscious mind will start throwing memories at you. So do you need to know more? No. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Terror. Did this happen before 20? Yes. Before 10? Yes. Before birth? No. After birth? Yes. After 5? Yes. 5, 6. So terror around 6 years old. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Grief. Did this happen before 20? Yes. Before 10? Yes. Before birth? No. After birth? Yes. After 5? Yes. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years old. Grief. So this can be a loss of a loved one, a loss of an animal, or you were really excited about something. Maybe you really wanted to go to the zoo, and then all of a sudden you just couldn't and you were just crushed. Wouldn't be surprised if they were all terror. Hey, let's get rid of them. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. All right, we are back to terror. Did this happen before 20? No. After 20? Yes. After 25? Yes. 25, 26. Almost a freshie. It's almost a freshie. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Self-abuse. And as a reminder, self-abuse means a lot of different things. Negative self-talk is one of them, probably the main one. Not physically taking care of yourself, so not getting enough sleep, drinking too much, poor diet, not eating enough, just not taking care of your body. And then there is physically harming yourself. Did this happen before 20? No. After 20? Yes. After 25? Yes. 25, 26, 27 max. This is as fresh as you can get. Okay. Yeah. Well, start changing up here, okay? Because once you start changing up here, things start getting easier. I too was guilty. I was very mean to myself. And every once in a while I get mean to myself too. But it's less. I check myself. I was like, girl, hey, whoa, what are you doing? Knock it off. So sometimes you gotta put that negative self-talk in its place. So do you need to know more? No. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Confusion. I too can resonate with this. Did this happen before 20? No. After 20? Yes. After 25? No. 20, 21, 22 years old. So around 22 years old, confusion. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Rejection. Did this happen before 20? No. After 20? Yes. After 25? No. 20, 21, 22 years old. Rejection around 22. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Max, we're going to be going to the moon. Heartache. Did this happen before 20? No. After 20? Yes. After 25? No. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 years old. Heartache. No, don't apologize. Don't you apologize. Is there, do you need to know more? No. Is there another trapped emotion? There sure is. Stubbornness. Max, are you stubborn? I too can resonate with it. You know exactly which one that was. All right. Did this happen before 20? No. After 20? Yes. After 25? Yes. 25, 26, 27. Another freshie, Max. Especially you're probably like, yesterday. I'm just messing. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another trapped emotion? No. Oh my God. I thought we were going to keep going. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you had 9. Awesome. All right, so let's begin. If anybody resonates with any of these draft emotions, go ahead and set the intention. It gets released from you as well, and you can get some of that secondhand healing. Let's begin. I set the intention to release the trapped emotion of stubbornness. Did you release the trapped emotion of stubbornness? Yes. I set the intention to release the trapped emotion of heartache. Did you release the trapped emotion of heartache? Yes. I set the intention to release the trapped emotion of rejection. Did you release the trapped emotion of rejection? Yes. I set the intention to release the trapped emotion of confusion. Did you release the trapped emotion of confusion? Yes. I set the intention to release the trapped emotion of self-abuse. Did you release the trapped emotion of self-abuse? Yes. I set the intention to release the trapped emotion of terror. Did you release the trapped emotion of terror? Yes. I set the intention to release the trapped emotion of grief. Did you release the trapped emotion of grief? Yes. I set the intention to release the trapped emotion of terror. Did you release the trapped emotion of terror? Yes. I set the intention to release the trapped emotion of terror. Did you release the trapped emotion of terror? Yes. Do you have any trapped emotions contributing to any speed bumps? No. And we're disconnected. How do you feel, Max? All right. I can't talk. Moving my subconscious mind aside, welcoming yours over here, Carrie. We're locked on and connected. Gratitude cards. And when I mean gratitude, I mean affirmation. If wonder pops out, I'm going to laugh hysterically. I'll be like, all right. Y'all need to start. Wonder. Y'all need to start being the observer and just watching your life and just see it as a theater. It's a wonderful thing to be in the state of wonder. And when I'm a good audience to my life becomes better and better, a better and better theater. When something delightful happens, I can shout encore and be tickled when it happens again. When something maddening happens, I can laugh it off. Either way, I'm glad I got a ticket to the show. Thank you, Max. Hey, Amanda. You were cooking, is that falafel and kale? I think that's the first time I ever seen falafel spelled. All right. Caddy, are you ready? I'm ready. Do you have any trapped emotions of the highest priority you can release right now? Yes. Effort unreceived. Wow, I just made up unreceived. Did this happen before 20? Yes. Before 10? No. After 10? Yes. After 15? No. 10, 11, 12, 13 years old. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Grief. Did this happen before 20? Yes. Before 10? No. After 10? Yes. After 15? Yes. 15, 16, 17 years old, grief. All homemade and fresh. I wish I could cook. So grief around 17 years old. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Self-abuse. You being mean to yourself? Hello, light of love. Carrie, are you being mean to yourself? Negative self-talk? Bad, bad, bad. Did this happen before 20? Yes. Before 10? No. After 10? Yes. After 15? Yes. 15, 16, 17. It's interesting because it's like after 10, I get foggy. And it's only happening with you, Carrie. It's just like, I forget what comes after 10. So self-abuse around 17. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Self-abuse. It's all about those baby steps. Did this happen before 20? Yes. Before 10? No. After 10? Yes. After 15? Yes. 15, 16, 17, 18 years old, self-abuse. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Self-abuse. Did this happen before 20? Yes. Before 10? Yes. Before birth? No. After birth? Yes. After 5? Yes. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years old, self-abuse. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Self-abuse. Did this happen before 20? No. After 20? Yes. After 30? No. After 25? Yes. 25, 26, 27 years old. Self-abuse around 27. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Taken for granted. Aw, Carrie. Okay, so then, yeah, that does make sense. All right, so taken for granted. Did this happen before 20? No. After 20? Yes. After 30? Yes. After 40? No. After 30? Yes. After 35? Yes. 35, 36, 37. Are you getting a lot of brain fog, Miss Carrie? Do you need to know more? No. Yeah. I'm struggling over here. Your brain, I could feel your brain fog. All right, so do you need to know more? No. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Stubbornness. Carrie, I had no idea. All right, so did this happen before 20? No. After 20? Yes. After 30? No. After 25? Yes. 25, 26, 27 years old. Stubbornness around 27. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another trapped emotion? No. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of them. Very heavy, but 8. All right, so let's release. If anybody resonates with any of these, go ahead and set the intention it gets released from you as well, and you can get some of that secondhand healing. All right, let's begin. I set the intention to release the trapped emotion of stubbornness. Did you release the trapped emotion of stubbornness? Yes. I set the intention to release the trapped emotion of taken for granted. Did you release the trapped emotion of taken for granted? Yes. I set the intention to release the trapped emotion of self-abuse. Did you release the trapped emotion of self-abuse? Yes. I set the intention to release the trapped emotion of self-abuse. Woo. Did you release the trapped emotion of self-abuse? Yes. I set the intention to release the trapped emotion of self-abuse. Did you release the trapped emotion of self-abuse? Yes. I set the intention to release the trapped emotion of self-abuse. Did you release the trapped emotion of self-abuse? Yes. I set the intention to release the trapped emotion of grief. Ooh, that one was good. Did you release the trapped emotion of grief? Yes. I set the intention to release the trapped emotion of effort unreceived. Did you release the trapped emotion of effort unreceived? Yes. Do you have any trapped emotions of the highest priority you can release right now? No. And we're disconnected. So how does everybody feel? How does everybody feel?